Hi, I'm Susan Fortunato. I'm the rector at Christ Episcopal Church in Poughkeepsie. Thank you for joining us this morning. If you're missing seeing the inside of this glorious building, we invite you to join us on September 10th as we come back inside for worship. Circle the date on your calendar, September 10th. Our services go back to 8:30 and 10:30, so join us for that if you can. Thank you again for joining us, and may God bless you. There have been some articles lately about the decline of the church in the Washington Post and the New York Times, but other places too. The number of people in America who say that they're Christians is declining. Church attendance and membership are also declining, and there are different explanations as to why. Conservatives think that the church has become too liberal. Liberals think it's because churches are too conservative. Some think we've been too slow to incorporate technology. Others believe that we've been too quick to abandon ancient liturgical practice. In other words, no one knows. But today's gospel reading tells us something really fundamental about both what makes us Christian and what the purpose of the church is. With Jesus' simple question, "Who do you say that I am?" Peter is declared the rock of the church, not because he's the smartest or the most liberal or conservative. Peter is the foundation of the church, of us, because he recognizes that Jesus is the Messiah, the Son of the living God. This morning, I want to focus on those words and what they mean. First of all, it means that Jesus is not like one of the ancient prophets. He is the Messiah, or as one scholar defined that term, the one anointed to manifest God's salvation and empire. Salvation, you might have heard me say, comes from the Latin word salvus, meaning health or healing. Jesus is here on earth so that we can be healthy, both as individuals, as communities, and as a planet. When we talk about salvation, we're talking about health. Or, as James Baldwin said, if the concept of God has any validity or use, it can only be to make us larger, freer, and more loving. Salvation is the aim of our faith because wholeness and health is God's desire for us and for the world. Secondly, Jesus is the Messiah of the living God, not the God of the past, but the God of the present and future. Jesus says to Peter, "Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven." In other words, what we do on earth will have an impact on God's kingdom. Heaven and earth are bound together. Mitzi Smith, a New Testament professor at Columbia Seminary in Georgia, writes, "The heavens are witnesses of the people and things that we imprison, and the people and things that we set free. When we restrict justice to the dominant and powerful, and release or enact unjust laws that impact the most vulnerable among us on the earth, heaven knows and is impacted too. When we treat the most vulnerable with compassion, justice, and human care, we reflect the goodness and love of God. What we do on earth matters, and it has an impact on the heavens and in the atmosphere around us. For too long, Christians have worried too much about who is worthy of God's love, and not enough about showing God's love to others. Membership in churches has declined because Christians have often failed to live out the most basic message. We show our faithfulness to Jesus by the intentional practice of love and healing. Not judgment, not prejudice, not anger or revenge, or reveling in others' misfortune, but by practicing love and mercy in God's name. There is an old saying, you may be the only Bible some people read. You may be the only Jesus some people see. May we be inspired to be agents of God's love and healing, to teach the world, not through words, but by actions, what Christ's love looks like in this world. That should be our goal, not numerical success. The love of Christ echoing through words and deeds and actions and intention, love and healing throughout this world. Amen.